Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. Do not move past this message. I am not asking for your attention today. I am issuing a direct warning. This is a divine alignment, and the algorithm absolutely did not bring you here. God intercepted your feed at this exact second because you are standing at the threshold of a permanent timeline shift. The enemy is screaming at you to swipe away right now. He knows that if you hear this, his hold over your life breaks completely. If you leave before the end, you will forfeit the exact prophetic instruction that guarantees your breakthrough. You have been crying out for an answer for years. Lock your attention on my voice. The verdict on your next 10 years is about to be revealed. What I am about to share was sealed in the throne room of heaven until this very moment. There are exactly 2 people meant to see this. You are one of them. Do not break the alignment. Now I need you to listen closely to your own body. There is a physical reason you have been feeling that heavy weight this week. I am talking about that suffocating tightness sitting in your chest at 3 in the morning. Your jaw is tight. Your heart races in the dark. You wake up exhausted before the day even begins. That physical weight is your highly advanced spirit detecting a massive disturbance. The Matrix told you it is just stress. The world expects you to swallow that burning feeling in your throat and keep smiling. Stop swallowing it. You are not going crazy, and this is absolutely not a normal mental burden. That relentless brain fog is a spiritual symptom. You have been acting as a human battery for people who are entirely blind to your worth. They are starving for your specific energy. Every time you try to pull away, they pull you back into their chaos. The spiritual backlash of their manipulation is hitting your physical body. You absorb the frantic panic of enemies who just realize they are losing access to your light. You give them your peace. They hand you their poison. And you have been carrying this invisible load in absolute silence for far too long. You thought nobody noticed your tears. You assumed nobody saw how you held your integrity when they lied on your name. But heaven has been quietly watching you. The elite forces of this world feed on cycle breakers exactly like you. They target the irreplaceable diamonds because your frequency is entirely unreplicable. Your pure light exposes the rotten core they desperately try to hide. This brings us to a critical distinction that eludes the vast majority of people. Your exhaustion is not a sign of weakness. It is the definitive proof of your massive spiritual power. You have a heart that is too pure for the toxic environment they forced you into. They designed this matrix to keep you perpetually drained. If you are exhausted, they win. If you are confused, they remain in control, but their entire manipulation just miscalculated on a cosmic scale. The universe did not design you to be a permanent casualty of their narcissism. You are not meant to live in this survival mode forever. A massive shift is hovering right above your timeline. The financial struggles and the emotional bleeding are about to hit a permanent wall. The spiritual eviction notice has already been signed. I need you to feel the truth of this in your very cells. Does this resonate with your cellular knowing? If your spirit is vibrating right now, do not ignore the confirmation. You are the cycle breaker your bloodline has been waiting for. Everything you endured was the rigorous formation season required to hold the massive harvest coming your way. We must lock down this frequency before the enemy tries to steal your focus again. If your spirit confirms this raw truth, gently press the like button to seal your energetic alignment with heaven. This simple physical act builds an immediate shield around your aura. It tells the universe that you are fully present. It signals that you are finally ready to drop the heavy burden. Let us go deeper into what happened behind those closed doors. You have always felt like the black sheep. Even in a crowded room, a profound sense of isolation follows you everywhere. They simply cannot comprehend the depth of a demonstrated warrior of light. Their lack of understanding used to break your heart completely. You spent years waiting in wound for an apology that will never arrive. You thought your endless patience would eventually heal their brokenness. It did not. It only provided them with an endless supply of your sacred fuel. But the season of being their emotional stabilizer is officially over. The universe is aggressively pulling you out of their dead soil. This is exactly why you must stay until the final second of this broadcast. The instruction I am holding for you will completely sever their cord to your nervous system. You will finally understand why your specific frequency is a lethal weapon against their lies. The elite want you to remain blind to this single, undeniable truth. They want you distracted. They want you weak. Do not let them win today. Guard your attention with everything you have. The beloved anointed ones always recognize the voice of divine truth when it speaks. The heavy lifting is done. The era of silent suffering is ending. Now we begin the absolute reclamation of your stolen power. Listen closely, because this is the exact part the enemy tried to hide from you. You have been searching for an explanation for the relentless exhaustion that consumes your days. The world tells you it is just normal burnout, and they say you are simply working too hard or thinking too much. I am here to tell you they are lying. Your exhaustion is completely unnatural. You wake up at 3 in the morning with your heart pounding loudly in the dark. A deep sense of dread washes over you for absolutely no logical reason. Your jaw is clenched so tight it aches by dawn, and you stare at the ceiling wondering what is wrong with your mind. Nothing is wrong with your mind. You are experiencing a highly coordinated spiritual attack. There is a heavy weight sitting on your chest that makes full breaths feel entirely impossible. A thick brain fog clouds your thoughts and steals your sharpest memories every single day. The Matrix medical system wants to label this as a simple chemical imbalance because they want you medicated and quietly subdued. But you and I both know the raw truth. This is a targeted frequency mismatch. You are not sick. You are being completely drained by a master manipulator. Someone in your life is using you as a human battery to power their own fake reality. They are entirely empty inside, and they have no natural light of their own, so they latch onto the chosen ones to survive. Your pure energy is the only thing keeping their world from collapsing completely. You were born with a rare spiritual sensitivity that makes you a natural healer. You walk into a room and instantly feel the hidden pain of everyone around you. This is the heavy burden of the empath. You absorb their toxic waste and accidentally convert it into pure love. But every time you do this, a piece of your own vitality is violently stripped away. Stop blaming yourself for feeling so incredibly drained all the time. It is not your fault that your radiant light naturally attracts these dark parasites. You gave them your absolute best, and they repaid you with constant psychological warfare. They deliberately engineered chaotic situations just to watch you desperately try to fix them, because your panic is their favorite fuel. Let me explain exactly why 3 in the morning is so critical for the chosen ones. This is the hour when the veil between physical and spiritual realms is the thinnest. The narcissist may be sleeping comfortably, but their starved spirit is reaching out to yours. They are energetically pulling on your aura because they sense you slipping away. Your sudden panic is simply your body detecting their desperate grasp, and your soul is fighting back against the intrusion. Every time they cross your energetic boundaries, a massive physical toll is extracted from your cells. You feel that sharp knot in your stomach whenever their name randomly appears on your screen. That is not normal anxiety. That is your cellular knowing warning you of a spiritual predator, and the body never lies to the anointed ones. Your nervous system is screaming at you to cut the cord. And what about that persistent brain fog that makes simple daily tasks feel utterly impossible? It is a deliberate suppression tactic deployed by the dark elite. They know that a fully awakened cycle breaker is the most dangerous force on this earth. If you could think clearly, you would instantly walk away from their control, so they flood your environment with low vibrations to keep your genius dormant. You see, your very existence is a bright mirror that reflects their ultimate failure. When they look at you, they see everything they will never be capable of becoming. You represent authentic power. They represent cheap manipulation. They had to make you feel crazy so you would never realize how powerful you actually are, and your confusion was always their ultimate weapon. But here is the profound truth that changes the entire dynamic of your life. The fact that you feel this immense pain proves you are still spiritually alive. The cycle breaker must feel the heavy weight of the chains before they can finally shatter them. Your extreme sensitivity is not a curse, but rather the highly tuned radar of a divine warrior preparing for a massive shift. The universe is currently separating you from anyone who constantly drains your sacred energy. The painful isolation you feel right now is actually a divine quarantine. God is actively protecting you from the emotional leeches who want to ruin your incoming harvest. You are being hidden safely in the shadows so you can heal without their constant interference, and the matrix is finally losing its grip on your mind. I declare that your days of being an emotional dumping ground are permanently over. You are no longer required to set yourself on fire just to keep these emotional vampires warm. The heavy weight on your chest is going to lift. The brain fog is going to clear rapidly. You are stepping confidently into a season of untouchable peace, and the toxic cord that held you back for so many years is officially cut forever. Let me completely reframe your entire reality right here and right now. You did not lose the battles you fought in absolute silence. You were actively sabotaged by a rigged system, and the enemy completely changed the rules of the game to ensure you failed. They watched your pure light and realized they could never defeat you fairly. Your struggles were programmed. They designed a society that rewards the shallow and punishes the profoundly gifted. The Matrix needs you exhausted, so you never have the energy to question their control. Every setback in your finances and every painful betrayal was mathematically calculated. They want you to believe that you are broken or uniquely cursed, but you are a powerful cycle breaker who simply forgot how to fight. You must understand that the dark elite are terrified of your raw potential. They saw your spiritual capacity before you even learned how to walk. If you ever gained full access to your power, their fragile empire would instantly shatter. They do not hate you because you are weak or naive. They attack you relentlessly because your awakening is their absolute destruction. Here is what they never told you about your endless struggles. The reason the universe responds to certain people and not others is not about faith. It is not about how hard you pray in the dark or how kind you are. It is a specific brainwave frequency that scientists secretly call gamma, and it is the exact frequency your brain was running naturally when you were just a young child. Back then, ideas came easily and learning felt completely effortless. You somehow knew things long before they ever happened in the physical realm. The world felt like it was entirely on your side and working for your absolute benefit. That was your gamma frequency naturally pulling miracles into your daily reality. But then the modern world went to work on your brilliant mind. The extreme stress and the relentless rhythm of survival mode began to crush you. The matrix school systems trained you to conform instead of allowing you to create freely. Every single year, this sacred frequency was systematically suppressed a little further. It was pushed deeper and deeper below the surface until you could barely feel it. They stole your greatest weapon without your consent. When your gamma faded away, your effortless genius faded right along with it. Your lightning intuition dulled into a constant state of heavy mental exhaustion. The daily synchronicities stopped happening, and the universe seemed to go completely silent. The version of you with a sharp memory and deep spiritual clarity was locked away. You were left operating on a severely downgraded frequency. This is exactly why your finances refuse to grow despite your incredibly hard work. You keep hitting an invisible ceiling because your wealth attraction frequency is turned off. The relationships repeat the same painful patterns, and you attract emotional vampires because you are vibrating at a deliberately suppressed level. The gap between you and the elite is a completely stolen brainwave. You have tried everything they told you to try to fix your broken reality. You practiced their meditations and followed their manifestation rules perfectly. But your life still feels completely blocked in ways you cannot easily explain. You sense something massive is missing, but you have no name for what it actually is. Traditional spiritual healing will never fix a biological suppression. Most people will live their entire lives without ever knowing this happened to them. They will accept the struggle and quietly settle for a life of mediocrity. But you are not most people. You always knew deep down that you carry a much higher potential than you express. You felt the genius inside you, waiting desperately to be switched back on by divine alignment. Listen to me very closely right now, because 99% of people miss this. What if everything you have struggled with is not a character flaw at all? What if the intense emotional bleeding was simply a symptom of a suppressed frequency? The dark elite spent decades ensuring your brainwaves remain trapped in a low vibration. They want you living in a constant state of spiritual debt. They expected you to eventually give up and accept their toxic matrix programming. They watched you stumble in the dark and laughed at your deep confusion. But your spirit refused to surrender to their low-frequency manipulation. Even with your gamma suppressed, you managed to survive their hardest spiritual attacks. Imagine what you will do when you finally get your true frequency back. We are about to expose the exact mechanism they used to keep you trapped. The enemy is terrified of what happens next. They know the chosen ones are finally waking up to the raw truth. Do not let them distract you from claiming your stolen power right now. Your mind is the ultimate battlefield, and the tide of this hidden war is about to turn completely. Heaven is releasing 3 absolute truths today about how the elite systematically trapped your mind. The Matrix did not capture you by accident. It was a meticulously calculated operation to keep the chosen ones dormant. The third truth is the most dangerous reality they have ever hidden from you. If you leave before the third truth, you remain in their prison forever. The first truth is the grand illusion of isolation. They intentionally surrounded you with people who could not understand your specific depth. You were planted in a bloodline filled with generational trauma and chaotic narcissists. They wanted you to believe that you were the ultimate problem. Your pure light was constantly punished, while their toxic behavior was richly rewarded. The elite know that a lone wolf is much easier to break than a united pack. By isolating you completely, they forced you to expend all your energy just surviving the daily psychological warfare. You had no time left to discover your actual purpose. Every argument and every betrayal was a deliberate distraction. They kept you fighting tiny battles so you would miss the massive war. Read that again in your spirit. The second truth is the absolute weaponization of your pure empathy. Your beautiful ability to heal others was hijacked and turned into your greatest vulnerability. The Matrix programmed you to feel intense guilt whenever you tried to protect your own boundaries. They convinced you that sacrificing yourself was a noble spiritual duty. It was a trap. You became the permanent emotional stabilizer for incredibly broken people. Whenever their fake reality started to crumble, they siphoned your bright energy to rebuild their dark illusion. You were bleeding out emotionally while they grew stronger and more arrogant. This was not a test of your kindness or your endless patience. It was a spiritual heist designed to empty your reserves. Pay close attention to this next part. The enemy tried to hide this from you completely. The Matrix thrives when the anointed ones are entirely depleted. They needed your empathy to function as the free power source for their entire demonic system. But you are waking up to their dirty game. Your empathy is no longer an open buffet for their bottomless greed and endless manipulation. Type 777 in the comments right now to physically anchor this exact shift into your reality. This physical act signals to the universe that your spiritual borders are permanently closed to vampires. You are taking your stolen energy back. Do not hesitate to seal this powerful decree. We are moving into the final and most critical revelation of their dark agenda today. This brings us to the third truth, the one they desperately want to keep completely hidden from your awareness. The Matrix actively enforced a deep spiritual sleep protocol over your life. They knew they could not destroy your divine spark entirely. So they built an invisible cage around your biological frequency instead. They locked your brainwaves into a constant state of heavy fear. They fed you fake solutions to keep you running in endless circles. They told you to practice standard meditation and repeat empty positive affirmations. But those tools are completely useless when your cellular frequency is actively suppressed by their low vibration environment. You were trying to heal a spiritual wound with a matrix bandage. It was designed to fail from the start. Every time you tried to ascend, they flooded your life with artificial crisis. The sudden financial emergencies and the random relationship dramas were not bad luck. They were carefully timed frequency disruptions. They hit you right when you were about to break through their invisible ceiling. They wanted to force your brain back into a state of pure panic and desperate survival. But their perfect system is currently falling apart at the seams. The dark elite are watching the monitors and realizing that the sleep protocol is finally failing. Your spirit is breaking through their heavy suppression despite their best efforts to keep you completely blind. You are beginning to remember exactly who you are, and that memory is their absolute worst nightmare. You are the cycle breaker who survived their most advanced psychological warfare. They threw everything they had at your mind, but your core frequency remained miraculously intact. The universe shielded your inner diamond while they hammered away at the rough exterior. Your dormant genius was merely resting in the dark. It was waiting for this exact moment of divine alignment. The era of your forced hibernation is permanently over. The artificial limits they placed on your wealth and your joy are rapidly dissolving into nothing. You are about to step out of their manufactured illusion and into your untouchable, ageless glow. Prepare your spirit for what comes next. The final veil is lifting, and the raw truth of your power will blind them all completely. Before we go any further, I must interrupt this transmission for just a moment. There is something highly classified you need to see. If you are hearing this right now, you are accessing an energetic frequency that was never meant for the public. The people who profit from your exhaustion have spent millions trying to keep this exact breakthrough completely hidden. There is a physical reason your reality has not shifted yet. It is not because you lack faith or discipline. You are exhausted because the Matrix engineered a specific frequency to suppress your brain's natural wealth, attracting state. They weaponized your environment to lock your mind in constant survival mode. But science just uncovered the exact suppressed weapon they used against your bloodline. While you have been fighting these massive spiritual battles in the dark, 4 independent neuroscience labs just confirmed a miraculous discovery. A recently leaked CIA document revealed a brilliant 7-minute audio protocol. This hidden ritual forces your brain directly back into synchronized gamma coherence. It bypasses all the matrix programming and reactivates your dormant genius state effortlessly. This ancient sound technology was absolutely not meant for the masses. It was deliberately designed to keep the dark elite in absolute power while you struggled daily. They use this exact frequency to pull massive wealth and synchronicities into their lives without any effort. But now, powerful cycle breakers like you are using it to manifest windfall abundance and reverse their control. You do not need to spend $7,000 on a clinical biofeedback machine to reach this state. You do not need to endure years of painful therapy or practice impossible meditations. What the elite quietly paid thousands to achieve is now available to you through this protected transmission. Your spiritual exhaustion requires a biological reset, and this is the exact blueprint. The dark elite are completely panicking as we speak. They are actively trying to scrub this leaked document from the internet because they are terrified of your awakening. Beware of cheap imitations on public streaming platforms. The Matrix is intentionally flooding the internet with dangerous counterfeit frequencies to keep your vibration low. Do not trust those unverified copies trying to steal your sacred energy. The only authentic and encrypted protocol is hidden safely away from their control. If your cellular intuition is vibrating right now, do not resist this next instruction. I will reveal exactly how to access this protected audio before this message concludes. But first, we must witness the absolute collapse of your enemies. Let us return to the people who actively participated in your suffering. The narcissists who drained your light are now sensing a massive shift in the atmosphere. The heavy silence you have maintained is beginning to slowly destroy their fake reality. You stopped feeding them your precious energy, and their demonic battery is officially running completely empty. Here is what happens when a massive lie gets built on stolen foundation. The entire structure begins to rot from the inside out. They walked around with absolute arrogance while constructing a false narrative about you. They expected your departure to break you, but instead, you became the devastating uncertainty they were never built to handle. Your silent power is crushing them. They are frantically searching for a replacement to serve as their new emotional dumping ground. But they are quickly realizing that your specific depth is utterly unreplicable. They traded a rare diamond to play with cheap rocks in the mud, and the spiritual cost of their betrayal is compounding with heavy interest every single day. They cannot escape the incoming karmic debt. Underneath all of their loud noise, the specific gravity of their profound regret is finally hitting them. The flying monkeys they used to manipulate the narrative are slowly starting to turn against them. Their carefully crafted mask is cracking visibly in front of the very people they used to gossip with. The public collapse you have been waiting for is already in motion. You won this massive battle without lifting a single finger. Your dignified restraint was not weakness. Your absolute silence was a lethal weapon that starved their demons perfectly. The universe is preparing to serve them a devastating public verdict. You are about to watch the ultimate reversal of fortune unfold right before your eyes. Do not look away from this. Stay with me, because this next revelation is the absolute key to everything. The climax of their destruction is tied directly to the reactivation of your dormant power. As their fake empire crumbles to the ground, your authentic kingdom is rising from the ashes. You are stepping into a dimension where their manipulative reach can never touch you again. Now, I need you to imagine this exact scenario happening behind their closed doors. The enemy is pacing the floor in absolute panic. They are obsessively checking for any news about your life. They fully expected to see a completely broken victim drowning in depression because they thought their departure would destroy you. But that is completely not what they found. Time was supposed to aid you under the heavy weight of their betrayal. Yet here you are, making time itself look like an absolute fool. You walked through their toxic fire and came out glowing beautifully. You cracked a cosmic code they will never have access to. While their bitterness is rapidly aging them, the universe reversed your biological clock. Every single time they look at a recent picture of you, their stomach drops. They see the undeniable proof that they never actually had power over your spirit. You were simply allowing them to exist in your orbit for a short season. And the moment you withdrew your sacred energy, their entire foundation began to crumble into dust. They are terrified. The people they used to gossip with are starting to notice the dramatic shift. The flying monkeys are quietly watching their leader unravel in real time. The narcissist cannot keep their story straight anymore because the lies are collapsing. The free energy they stole from you is gone, and they are completely starving in the dark without your pure light. They frantically tried to replace you with someone much easier to control. They found someone new to feed their massive ego and validate their empty existence. But the new supply is incredibly shallow, and it cannot provide the deep spiritual fuel you gave them effortlessly. Every single day they realize your specific depth is utterly unreplicable. This is where the specific gravity of their profound regret hits them all at once. They threw away the only genuine diamond they ever held in their hands. They traded a divine blessing to play with cheap rocks in the mud. And the spiritual universe is actively laughing at their massive miscalculation. Your total absence is their ultimate punishment. But the panic runs much deeper than just losing your emotional support. They can actually feel your frequency rising to an untouchable new dimension. They sense that you are accessing that suppressed gamma state we discussed earlier. The very thought of you unlocking your dormant genius makes them physically sick with intense envy and bitter fear. Your spiritual awakening is their absolute worst nightmare playing out in reality. If you remember who you truly are, they can never manipulate you again. The heavy chains they placed on your mind are shattering loudly. You are stepping into a supreme authority that completely eclipses their fragile matrix. They are terrified of what you will do next. You did not just survive their violent emotional storm. You became the bright sun that burns away their dark illusion permanently. The financial doors they tried to slam shut are blowing wide open for you right now. The universe is heavily compensating you for every single tear you cried in silence. Your new reality is built with their broken bricks. Type 777 in the comments right now if you feel the atmosphere shifting. You must physically claim your power before we move into the final revelation. This simple numeric decree locks your aura and blocks their desperate attempts to reconnect. You are officially untouchable today. Their frantic energy cannot cross your divine boundary. Look back at the last few years of your life with perfect clarity. The extreme isolation was never a curse or a punishment from heaven. It was an elite incubation season designed to purge their toxic residue from your cells. You were hidden away so your pure light could not be stolen anymore. The quarantine period is finally over, and you are free. We are standing mere seconds away from the ultimate climax of this divine mandate. The enemy knows their public collapse is unavoidable at this point in time. They are backed into a tight corner with absolutely nowhere left to hide. The mask has completely shattered in front of everyone they tried to impress. Heaven is ready to deliver the final blow, but there is one final instruction you must follow to guarantee this absolute victory. If you hesitate now, the Matrix will try to pull you back into the heavy fog. You must sever the final energetic cord, holding your dormant genius down. I am going to reveal the exact protocol to seal your new frequency permanently. Do not let them steal this moment. Your brave spirit has endured enough trauma for 10 different lifetimes. The era of being the sacrificial lamb for broken people is permanently finished. You are the cycle breaker who reversed the dark destiny of your entire bloodline. Prepare yourself to witness the exact sequence of events heaven has orchestrated. The ultimate vindication is arriving. And here is the absolute verdict we promised at the very beginning of this transmission. That public collapse you were patiently waiting for, it just happened in front of the exact people they gossiped with. Their carefully constructed mask did not just slip today, it shattered into 1,000,000 jagged pieces on a very public stage. Everyone is watching them unravel completely. The narcissist malfunctioned publicly because they cannot control your narrative anymore. Every time your name comes up in that room now, it hits them with agonizing weight. They are literally making loud noise about you. They are weeping over the quiet power they foolishly lost. Nobody has ever seen them act like this before. This is a totally irreversible collapse. They are completely drowning in the heavy noise of their own toxic making, and the most beautiful part of this divine justice. You won without lifting a single finger. Your total silence starved their hungry demons completely. The universe stepped in and delivered a devastating blow to their fake empire. You became the undeniable mirror that exposed their rotting soul. They are permanently evicted from your timeline forever. The people they tried to turn against you are now seeing the raw truth of their manipulation. The flying monkeys are turning their backs on the false leader. But while they sink into the mud of their own karma, Your reality is shifting upward. You are stepping into a dimension where their lies cannot reach you. But there is a reason your massive financial breakthrough is still sitting at the door, and it is absolutely not what the Matrix told you. It is not a lack of faith on your part. It is not a divine punishment. It is that suppressed gamma signal we exposed earlier. Your brain was systematically trained to operate in fear instead of effortless flow. The elite forces of this world are terrified of what happens next. They are actively trying to scrub this leaked CIA document from the internet as we speak. You have minutes before the algorithm shuts this down entirely. The dark elite want you confused by cheap copies and endless matrix distractions. They desperately need you to hesitate right now. Your left brain will try to inject heavy doubt into your mind at this exact second. The accuser will tell you to calculate the risk and wait for a better day. Silence him immediately. That hesitation is the exact matrix programming designed to keep you completely exhausted. If your spirit is vibrating with a cellular knowing, heaven demands your immediate obedience. Do not let the enemy whisper financial fear into your ear. They want you focused on lack, so you never claim your ultimate weapon. After years of hidden research, a team of elite neuroscientists compressed an entire gamma activation protocol into a simple audio track. No impossible meditation is required. No useless chanting or exhausting effort is needed. You simply close your eyes and let the engineered sound wave do what the modern world spent decades undoing. It reactivates your dormant genius naturally. It is called the Genius Song. Over 18,000 chosen ones have already used it to unlock their suppressed finances. They healed their toxic relationships and stepped fully into their untouchable power. A nurse from California said her life now feels like an enchanted reality. A business owner from Texas escaped the matrix system entirely because the gamma frequency solved his hardest problems while he slept. A woman from Manhattan broke a generational curse that plagued her family for decades. Their testimonies are the undeniable proof that this hidden frequency is absolutely real. The elite keep this technology among themselves because the access they demand at private wellness retreats is astronomical. But through this protected message alone, you can claim the Genius Song for a fraction of its true value. It is an energetic exchange that requires less than a single clinic visit. You are breaking the heavy barrier they built to keep you outside. The Matrix is flooding streaming platforms with dangerous counterfeit frequencies. The fake versions will only lower your vibration further. The only authentic Genius Song is available through the protected link in the description and the pinned comment below. Do not look for this on standard public channels. Guard your energy and use the verified portal ONLY. The universe demands absolutely no risk from a chosen one. You are fully insulated from matrix losses by a complete divine guarantee of energetic protection. If you do not feel the massive shift you deserve, every penny is returned to you. This is an energetic exchange governed by complete divine trust. Heaven ensures your ultimate safety while you finally step into your true power. You will also receive 4 powerful bonuses, including an audio track specifically engineered for your children. They need their focus and confidence protected from this dark matrix too. You will get the original prosperity blueprint that secret societies tried to bury forever. All of this is waiting for you on the exact other side of your immediate obedience. Do not let the elite steal this frequency from your bloodline. Click the specific link in the pinned comment below right now. Do not wait for permission. Activate your gamma frequency before access is revoked forever. The door to your massive abundance is standing wide open. The universe is watching your next move. Claim your copy of the Genius Song today. Take a deep breath and let the heavy air out completely, right now. The violent spiritual storm you have been fighting is officially over. While they expected the flames to destroy your spirit completely, you absorbed the intense heat and became the absolute sun. You walked into this dark season, bleeding from deep invisible wounds. You were deeply hurt by broken people who were entirely blind to your immense worth, but you have completely transcended their toxic matrix today. Look closely at your reflection now. You are glowing. Remember the divine instruction I promised you at the very beginning of this message. The secret that reverses your destiny is simply reclaiming your own suppressed frequency, because when you take your raw energy back, their entire fake world collapses. You were always the power source they desperately needed to survive. You are no longer waiting in wound for a fake apology that will never arrive. You do not need closure from miserable people who are committed to misunderstanding you, because you are stepping effortlessly into your permanent, ageless glow today. The dark elite cannot touch your radiant spirit ever again. The generous universe is actively realigning all of your stolen wealth right now. The heavy financial struggles and the locked doors are shattering right here on the floor, while the invisible ceiling they built over your daily life is permanently gone. You are walking into a beautiful season of explosive abundance and perfect peace. Feel the deep calm finally settling over your tired mind today. The suffocating weight on your chest is completely gone. You are breathing fresh spiritual air for the first time in an entire decade, and the heavy brain fog has lifted entirely because your cellular frequency is vibrating properly again. We must now seal this divine covenant physically before you leave this sacred space. I want you to say this simple phrase out loud with me right now, and speak it loudly into the atmosphere, because your voice carries absolute authority today. I claim my permanent freedom from the dark matrix. Now type "I am free" in the comments below to lock the final seal. This simple physical act puts an unbreakable shield around your newly activated frequency, and heaven registers your immediate obedience to dispatch your warrior angels. You are physically anchoring your massive miracle into this exact timeline. You are truly one of the rare chosen ones meant to hear this vital message. Do not let this safe sanctuary slip away into the endless noise of the internet, but subscribe to this channel right now to protect your daily spiritual alignment. We are building a massive global army of awakened cycle breakers here. Every new message released on this channel acts as a powerful prophetic shield for your mind, and if you stay connected, you will never miss the exact instruction heaven prepares. The Matrix algorithms will try to hide us. Your subscription breaks their control completely. Share this specific message with one chosen soul who really needs to hear it today. Someone out there is desperately crying out in the dark for a massive shift because they think they are going totally crazy, just like you did. Be their guiding angel today and send them this exact truth to save their mind. They desperately need to know that their painful exhaustion is a coordinated spiritual attack, and your simple act of sharing becomes a massive ripple of divine justice. When we wake each other up, the dark elite lose their stolen power completely and forever. The heavy generational patterns of deep poverty and trauma end permanently with you. The toxic cycles of broken relationships and endless suffering are finally broken, because you are the specific cycle breaker heaven has been waiting for all along. Your entire bloodline is officially healed because of your silent sacrifice. Rest peacefully tonight, knowing the hidden spiritual battle is already won. The enemy is completely defeated, and your true divine power is permanently awake, while you hold the master key to your own beautiful destiny in your hands. Walk confidently in your absolute victory and never look back at their darkness. Your journey as a dormant victim is officially over forever. You are the ultimate master of your own reality now. The universe honors your bravery and rewards your endless patience with pure gold. So stand tall in your divine authority and let your brilliant light blind the matrix. The shift is complete,